Hi Saints Geometry Honors students, it's Mrs. Olsager again. I'm going to walk you through how to find the surface area of a rectangular base pyramid. This time I'm going to complete this practice problem with being given the height. So listing your faces that you need to find the area of. The first face that I'm going to find the area of is the rectangle base, and that is just 6 times 12, which is 72. So knock that out of the way. In this example, there are still going to be two different pairs of triangles. One, we have the two triangles with the base of 12. And then we have the triangles with the base of 6, and there's two of those, okay? But in both of those triangles, I need the slant height in order to find the surface area of that face. So it's a little bit of a longer process because we have to find missing pieces of information for both triangles. All right, I'm gonna start with this side triangle visual, and to map this out for you, I have my height of 8, okay, and I need this orange slant height. Okay, that's the dimension that I'm missing. And I can connect and form a nice, what I call like the inner right triangle with a height of 8. And then I think about, okay, well, what is this distance? All right, well, this distance is half of my base of 12. So this piece here is 6. Drawing that triangle out separate. So this triangle would be a nice right triangle with a height of 8, and this leg would be 6. And so doing Pythagorean theorem, nice, it's a triple, so 6 squared plus 8 squared equals x squared. And so your x here would be 10. So the slant height of this triangle is 10. Now that I have the slant height, I can go ahead and find the area of this. I'm going to highlight it in yellow. I can go ahead and find the area of this yellow triangle, okay? So this yellow triangle has a slant height of 10. This is for part 2, slant height of 10. So we have area equals 1/2 base times height. I have 1/2. The base of that yellow triangle is 6. The height is 10. 6 times 10 is 60, divided by 2. So the area of one of those is 30 units squared. Remember, there are two of those triangles. There's this front one and then this sliver of a back one because I stink at drawing pyramids. Moving on. And so we have a total of 60 units squared for those two faces. So I have my rectangular base. I have those two faces, and now I've got to move on to this last big triangle. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight that triangle in pink so you can see it nice and clear. So I'm trying to find the area of this face now. Okay, once again, I need the slant height. So I'm gonna draw that within. It still has, this one's the hardest to see because the angle just makes the picture a little tricky. Still has the height of 8, and then I think about this coming forward to make the slant height coming down that's perpendicular to that base of 12. All right, this distance here is going to be half of this base over here. So if this is 6, then this is 3. Okay, and so now we're kind of drawing that triangle again separate. So it has the height of 8. Okay, this leg was 3, and I'm looking to find that slant height to 12. So I have 8 squared plus 3 squared equals x squared. 64 plus 20. No, whoa, 3 squared, that's 9. Okay, 64 plus 9 is 73. And 73 is prime, so that slant height is square root of 73, and that's as simple as going to get, but I'm just going to leave it in exact form. So now, finding the area of that last triangle. This guy is square root of 73. So I have the area is 1/2. The base is square root of 73, and I'm sorry, the height is square root of 73, the base is 12. So the area of one of those triangles is 6 times the square root of 73. And then remember, we have two of those triangles. We have this front one and then back here. And so we'd be left with 12 times the square root of 73 units squared for those two triangles. Okay, so now I have all 6 faces. I have my rectangular base, and then I have my 2 triangles that were the yellow, and then the 2 triangles that were the pink. So now I can sum all those together. The only ones that can combine are, the only values that can combine are the 72 and the 60 to give us 132. Plus my 12 times the square root of 73 units squared. So that would be my total surface area of this rectangular base pyramid in exact form. So you might want to, you can take a screenshot at this point, but hopefully that helps you get through your classwork today. Keep the questions coming. Way to go, Saints.